What if I told you that your phone could be hacked with just a public Wi-Fi, or that hackers don't need to break in, they just log in? Yeah, it's kind of scary to think about, right? But that's the reality of the digital world we live in. We rely so much on technology, but most people don't even know the basics of how to protect themselves. That's why I'm here to show you what's really going on behind the scenes. In today's video, I'm exposing 5 real hacking techniques that are being used every day, and how you can protect yourself from becoming a target. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, because things are about to get real interesting. Alright, let's kick things off with the classic, the OG of online scams. Phishing. We've all seen them. Those emails that look like they're from your bank, your social media, or even your grandma. They try to trick you into clicking a link, maybe to reset your password or claim your prize. And you know what happens when you click? Boom, just like that, your credentials are gone, swiped right out from under your nose. And the worst part? These phishing emails are getting sneakier by the day. I'm talking about near-perfect replicas of legitimate emails with official logos, convincing language, the whole shebang. But don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Let me show you a few examples, real-world phishing attempts that we've caught in the wild. You see this email here? Looks pretty convincing, right? But if you look closely at the sender's address, something's a bit off. And that link, yeah, I wouldn't click that if I were you. See, hackers are getting good, but we can be better. The key is to be vigilant, to be suspicious of everything. Don't just blindly click on links even if they look legit. Take a second, hover over the link to preview the URL. Does it match the sender's name? Does it look like a jumbled mess of characters? If something seems even remotely suspicious, don't touch it. And you know what? There are tools out there that can help you. Ever heard of VirusTotal or Link Checker? These websites are like your own personal security guards for the internet. You can paste any suspicious link into them, and they'll scan it for any red flags. Think of it like a quick health check for any link you come across. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about phishing tactics, the better equipped you'll be to spot them and avoid falling victim. Stay vigilant, use the tools at your disposal, and don't let these digital bait-and-switch artists reel you in. Okay, let's talk about free Wi-Fi. I know, it's like the holy grail of being out and about. But what if I told you that your love for that free connection could actually be putting your data at risk? Yeah, not so tempting anymore, is it? Here's the thing. Public Wi-Fi networks like those found at coffee shops, airports, or hotels are often unsecured. That means anyone, and I mean anyone with the right tools and a bit of know-how, can snoop on your activity. We're talking about seeing everything you're doing. The websites you visit, the passwords you type, even the messages you send. And it's not rocket science either. With tools like Wireshark, hackers can essentially eavesdrop on all the data flowing through the network. And then there are evil twin attacks, where hackers create fake Wi-Fi hotspots that look identical to legitimate ones. You connect thinking you're on the cafe's Wi-Fi, but you're actually on the hacker's network, feeding them your every digital move. Scary, right? But hold on, don't disconnect from all Wi-Fi just yet. There are ways to protect yourself. First and foremost, if you're handling sensitive information, like online banking or shopping, use a VPN. A VPN, or virtual private network, is like a secret tunnel that encrypts your internet traffic, making it unreadable to anyone trying to snoop. Secondly, avoid logging into sensitive accounts while on public Wi-Fi. If you must, make sure the website uses HTTPS. You can tell by that little padlock icon in your browser's address bar. And for Pete's sake, disable that auto-connect feature on your devices. You don't want your phone or laptop automatically connecting to every open Wi-Fi network it finds. Look, I get it, free Wi-Fi is convenient. But sometimes, that convenience comes at a cost, the cost of your privacy. So next time you're about to connect to that free hotspot, take a moment to assess the risks and protect yourself. Chapter 3. Keyloggers. They sound like something out of a spy movie, right? Well, guess what? They're real, and they're not as complicated as you might think. Imagine a ghost sitting behind you, recording every single keystroke you make. That's essentially what a keylogger does. It captures everything you type, passwords, credit card numbers, private messages, you name it. And the worst part? You might not even know it's there. Hackers can sneak keyloggers onto your computer through malicious downloads, infected USB drives, or even browser extensions. Once installed, they work silently in the background, logging your every keystroke and sending that data back to the hacker. Sneaky, right? Now let me show you how easy it is to set up a basic keylogger. Don't worry, this is just for educational purposes, so you understand the mechanics behind it. You see this simple code here? That's all it takes to start recording keystrokes. Of course, real-world keyloggers are more sophisticated, but the principle remains the same. And here's what a log file looks like. It's basically a text file containing everything you typed. Every letter, number, symbol, even spaces and backspaces. It's like having your entire digital life laid bare for anyone to see. But don't freak out just yet. There are ways to protect yourself from these digital keyhole peepers. First and foremost, install a reputable antivirus software and keep it updated. A good antivirus program can detect and remove known keyloggers. Secondly, be cautious about what you download and from where. Stick to trusted sources and scan any files before running them. And whatever you do, don't go plugging in random USB drives you find lying around. You never know what they might contain. Remember, awareness is your best defense. Chapter 4. You know those data breaches you hear about all the time? Millions of usernames and passwords leaked online? Well, those breaches are a goldmine for hackers, and they've got a sneaky trick up their sleeves called credential stuffing. Here's how it works. Hackers take those leaked credentials and, using automated tools, try them on different websites and online services. They're basically playing a numbers game, hoping that someone, somewhere, used the same password for multiple accounts. And you know what? They're often right. People get lazy with passwords. They use the same one for everything because it's easier to remember. But that convenience comes at a huge cost. Let's say you use the same password for your Instagram and your Gmail account. If one gets hacked, guess what? They both do. Don't believe me? Check out this website called Have I Been Petayooned? It's a free service that lets you check if your email address has been compromised in a data breach. Go on, give it a try. I'll wait. See, I told you. It's scary how common data breaches are. But here's the good news. Protecting yourself from credential stuffing is relatively simple. The key is to use unique passwords for every single online account you have. I know, it sounds like a pain to remember a million different passwords. But that's where password managers come in. These handy tools generate and store complex passwords for you so you don't have to. All you need to remember is one master password to access the vault. Think of it like a digital keychain for all your online accounts. There are plenty of great password managers out there like Bitwarden, 1Password, and LastPass. Find one that suits your needs and start using it today. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Chapter 5. Now let's talk about a different kind of hacking. One that doesn't involve lines of code or fancy software. This is about hacking the human firewall, social engineering. It's the art of manipulating people into giving up confidential information or access. Think about it. Humans are often the weakest link in any security system. We're trusting, we're helpful, and sometimes we're just plain gullible. And social engineers exploit these weaknesses to their advantage. They're master manipulators, using psychological tactics to gain your trust and trick you into doing their bidding. It could be as simple as receiving a phone call from someone claiming to be from your bank, asking to verify your account details, or maybe it's an email from a supposed IT support technician requesting access to your computer to fix a technical issue. The scenarios are endless, but the goal remains the same: to deceive you into giving up sensitive information. Let me give you an example. Imagine this. You get a call from someone claiming to be from your internet service provider. They say there's been an issue in your area and they need to reset your router. They sound official, they use technical jargon, and they even have your account information handy. You'd be surprised how many people fall for this trick and unknowingly grant the hacker access to their home network. But here's the kicker. Social engineering isn't always about elaborate schemes and impersonations. Sometimes it's as simple as overhearing a conversation, shoulder surfing to steal a password, or even digging through your trash for discarded documents containing personal information. It's about exploiting any opportunity to gather information that can be used against you. So how do you protect yourself from these social engineers? First and foremost, be mindful of what you share online and offline. Think twice before divulging personal information over the phone or email, especially if you didn't initiate the contact. And if someone claiming to be from a legitimate organization contacts you, don't be afraid to hang up and call back through the official channels to verify their identity. Remember, if something feels off, it probably is. Trust your instincts, be cautious, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Outro. So we covered phishing, Wi-Fi hacks, keyloggers, credential stuffing, and social engineering. These are just the beginning. There's a whole world of hacking techniques out there, constantly evolving and becoming more sophisticated. But don't let that scare you. The best way to stay safe is to think like a hacker, to understand their tactics, their motivations, and their methods. And that's what we teach at Elite Security Solutions. If you found this valuable, smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with the topic you want me to break down next. Let me know what digital mysteries you want to unravel. Want to actually learn how these attacks work and how to defend against them? Check the link in the description. We're offering beginner-friendly, ethical hacking classes at crazy low prices. Learn the skills necessary to protect yourself and your data in the digital age. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll catch you in the next one.